Hey everybody, welcome. I was fumbling around a bit. Something about Twitch Studio, the way that you kind of like edit the title, if you hit the wrong button, it just goes away, poof, and it resets back to what it was. So I was trying to edit the title, so it'd say React Native Live Native Modules, and then like I'd hit the wrong button, it would go away. I swear I did it like 5 times. So, but we are here. We figured this out. So, welcome everybody. Hey Daryl. Daryl Codes. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I'm going to be getting going here pretty soon. This is going to be a little bit, I guess, CPU intensive. So, I'm also still dealing with a little bit of that cold from last week. I don't know why. It's just taking forever. Jawsbreaker, howdy howdy. Mazen, how's it going, man? Yeah, so I'm gonna have to, I mean, there may be some choppy points because I'm going to be compiling native code. I tried to do some kind of initial stuff at the beginning. Haas 00312_. Welcome aboard, the boss Haas himself. So I have Android Studio open, and I have, actually, let me hold on a second here to go do a little bit of promotion. Post in community announcements, public announcements. Let's see. Where else am I going to do this? Should work for now. Okay, cool. Hey, Kate. Here to learn, Kate? Or are you going to be telling me how to do this? I'm going to need chat help today. This is going to be fun. All right, both. I like that attitude. It's good. All right. I'm sorry, I'm here to learn, says Jawsbreaker. I'm going to be asking you for help, so nobody skates by. Nobody skates by without me putting them to work. Okay. Here we are. One thing I need to do is stop all runners. I don't want it to be running just tests while we're doing this. I think that causes some of the issues we're having. I made a new script, Renice Twitch. I just run it here. And that should automatically renice Twitch up to like a full, like it's full priority, highest priority. Nicole, last time I tried to join, I was on Amtrak with unworkable service. Much better to be working from home. Nicole, I admire your persistence. Trying to join from an Amtrak. Now that's pretty good. Now that's pretty good. All right, cool. So I have spun up a new Ignite app here just ahead of time so we wouldn't have to sit and wait for that. I'm going to kill the iPhone simulator. We're not going to be working on that right away. We may get to it if we have time. Okay. So we have Android up here, as you can see. Let me find a. So I was told by Jed, our project manager, that I had too much chin rock. Too much chin rock. You know what chin rock is, right? Kind of where guys just they sing like this. It's like alternative. We got chill pop. Nope. That doesn't work. Do a little EDM, I guess. Okay, we'll do that for now. What is chin rock? Well, it's like, look at this photograph. Sounds like his chin is like locked, you know? That's chin rock. I wish I was better at parodying it. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's what we're doing today. We are going to create a native version of this guy right here. So you see this this Bowser logo? Vocal fry for guys? What's vocal fry? I don't know what vocal fry is. So we have this this logo though, and I want to put it on the native side and then maybe animate it. So like if you click it, then it animates, and we'll make a little API for talking back and forth there. Hey Darren, thanks for joining. I did not tell Darren his job was in danger if he didn't join this time. Whoa, why'd you go away? Dark Vitor, thanks for following. Nice to have you along. Okay, so here's the deal. Lockjaw, you implied it. Vocal fry reference. If you don't have anything nice to say it in all caps. I think that pretty much captures the spirit. You've already got 14 viewers. You don't need my help to get that affiliate average. Joe, you better not be going anywhere. You know you need to stick around. La Fiosca. Okay, so first thing I need to do is ready. Sorry, just bringing this over. Okay, we have a couple of articles up on our website, Redshift. This one was by Ryan Linton many years ago. 2016, over 5 years ago. Native modules for React Native Android. And so he kind of walks you through the idea of doing this image picker. And I think Ryan did a good job. I assume this all still works, but you know, there's been a lot that has changed since then. This is probably a better reference right now, which is the kind of the official docs here, reactnative.dev. Greetings from Brazil. How do you say hello in Portuguese? I assume it's not hola. That's Spanish. Thanks for the follow, Joe Lepioska. One of our stalwarts in the Infinite Red community. And he actually was on React Native Radio a while ago, before Infinite Red took it over. I was guest hosting, and we interviewed him, which was a great episode. Actually, it's fantastic. Sorry, them. Greetings from. So you just say hola, is how you say. Okay, so it's very similar. Just drop the H there. That's cool. Okay. All right. Native modules. Creating a calendar native module. Allow you to access Android's calendar APIs from JavaScript. We're not going to do that. As I mentioned earlier, if you click this image right here, I want it to be. I want this image to be actually a component on the native side in Android, and then we're gonna have some interaction. Maybe like when you click it, it will spin. Okay. So we're gonna probably be here for at least a couple hours hacking on this. Android. Okay, open it up in Android Studio. I have already done this right here. In fact, I don't know if we need VS Code open right now, and I'm gonna close that just to reduce the amount of load on my poor computer here. Gradle Damon, So Gradle properties right here, and org Gradle daemon true. There's parallel. Nope, that's not it. I don't know if I should do this. I mean, they're saying you should do that, but why is that not already in Gradle properties? Have you already played around with JSI? Little bit, but I would like to do that on the stream. So that's going to be in our future for sure in turbo modules, specifically Fabric. Is there an Infinite Red Discord server? No, we do have a Slack community. Joe just linked to that. There's a Slack there. Community.infinite.red. You're already in that? Great. Awesome. We've thought about moving to Discord, but that is a pretty big change for us. So far, we're sticking around there. Okay, well, we're not going to worry about the Gradle daemon. We're going to hang on to, or we're just going to keep rolling here. I don't know, like, speed up builds as you iterate. I mean, this might actually be worth it. So maybe we just drop this in persistently for an environment. So let's just go ahead and do this. Why not, you know? Okay, so I just saved that. I don't know if I have to restart it. All builds will implicitly use a daemon. Okay, all right, that's good. All right, they did recommend it, right? YOLO, Jamon, YOLO. Jetty, you're always full of good advice. First step is to create the calendar module .java file inside of, oh man, Java sure does like their deep, their deep like paths. All right, okay, so we're an Android app source main Java com. Let's try this here. So Android, we're already in Android, so let's go to app source main Java com native integration, and there we are. And you can create a folder, or yeah, I can just create it in there, calendar module.java. Ours is not going to be calendar module. What ours is going to be is a new file here, and we're going to call that Bowser module. Sure. Why not? Let's not worry about that right now. Okay, so we have Bowser module.java. I'm gonna have to probably make this bigger, this code bigger. I'll work on that in a bit here. Add the following content. Okay. And I think I can grab the package here. Yeah, it's just com native integration, so right there. So you have to tell it what package you're in, and then we're bringing in native module, React application context, a couple other things. React method, we're going to be using this. These are all coming from Facebook's Bridge native stuff here. So why are you looking into native modules? Don't you want a native component? Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. I may have been on the wrong documentation, but nobody will tell, right? That's a good point. Why am I looking in native module? Let's rewind here. Let's rewind. All right, delete. Yeah. Let's just all pretend that that didn't just happen. How do you delete? Oh, right there. All right. We could do that, Derek. Thank you for taking sort of the high road there. All right, Android native UI components. All right, so here we are. Image view. We're gonna do the image view. Okay, sure. Image view. That's actually closer to what we want anyway. We're going to be extending View Manager and Simple View Manager. Okay. Plays. Okay. These subclasses are singletons. Only one instance of each is created by the bridge. They send native views to the native view hierarchy manager. The view managers are also typically the delegates for the views. By the way, never mind. I'm not going to comment about Java. All right, create the view manager subclass. All right, let's do that. So React image manager and am I just blind here or what? Why is there no? Where do we create this? We just make this right in here. Twitch community coming in clutch for all of us. Yes, exactly. Component documentation is just straight to what he wants to do, Derek. Exactly. Yeah, I was just on the wrong. I was on the wrong one. It's close, right? Native modules, native components. My bad. Okay, so they're not saying where to do this. Let's just go ahead and create it. I think we just make it in a folder. So we're going to go ahead and create a file. We're going to call it. Now, what's interesting is they're like cutting off a piece here. This is sort of making me think that this is in some other file. We're just gonna have to figure it out. This could be better, couldn't it? Okay, yeah, this could be better. That's all right. So we're gonna say React browser manager.java. Okay, we don't need to do that. All right. So we do need to put the package name at the top. Nav native integration. And then, excuse my sniffling here. Sorry, like I said, I'm still getting over this cold. And it is a cold, not COVID. So instead of React Image Manager, we're going to be doing Browser, and we're extending Simple View Manager and React Image View. Now we're going to have to import these things. Okay, so we're going to need to probably. So can I just import this somehow? Is that music too loud? Let me know if it is. So, by the way, can you see this even? It's hard for me to see. How do I make this bigger? Edit. Preferences. Appearance. Presentation mode. 16. Okay, everything got bigger. Except for the code. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. Need to build native modules. What's your preference on Android, Java, Kotlin, and iOS, Objective-C, and Swift? Well, I like Kotlin better, and I like Swift better. However, React Native is sort of built in such a way that if you use Objective-C in Java, you're not really fighting the system or like having to add additional build, like build steps and things like that. So because of that, I'm gonna go apply on that, and we should be better here. Yeah, it's bigger. Okay, cool. Because there are, yeah, you have to do additional build steps and things like that. And so because of that, I pretty much just stick with Java and Objective-C. I don't mind Objective-C. Java's okay. I would prefer Swift and Kotlin, but not at the sort of expense of having to set up the more complicated build, toolchain. All right. So we need React image view, and I'm not actually sure where we get this. Facebook. Is there a way to just import it? That's the thing. I'm not sure. Like, can I just say import everything? Yeah, I don't know. Refactor. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure this out here. Swift is extremely simple, just need the bridging header. That's true. Yeah, that's fair. And we may do that in the future. Okay, the React class will be RCT Browser view. So this is going to be our React class. And we need this to be React Browser Manager, which this I think right here is our constructor. mColor context is going to be React context, and then we're going to get the name. Okay, this is all good. This is all good. I keep coming back to this, like, do I just like manually put in? I'm going to do that. So React, or let's hear simple view manager. I don't know if this is the case, like if I can just say, oh wait, image. Yeah, it will be an image view. There will be an image view. So we can do that. Cool. And I don't know if we need some of these other things like React application context and things like that, but UI manager. Thanks, Mazen. And I may need to, and maybe I should just Google this. Oops. Wow. Views, image, React image view. Okay. Something like that. Does it actually autocomplete? No. Apparently not. Okay. Still getting used to this editor. Okay, so there's that. Now, coming back here, create view instance. So this is a new overridden method, override. Whoa. An override just means that this is something that exists on its superclass, which is simple view manager, and we are overriding that view, which is, so we're gonna have, so this is the return type. So it's gonna be, instead of React, it will be a React image view. Create view instance, and we're gonna be getting a context from that. Whoops. So now we need to do some stuff in there. And all right, so within there, we're going to be returning, and I'm just going to copy this in. New React image view, Fresco, new draw. I assume that's supposed to be drawer controller builder. Why? Why new drawer controller builder? Okay, we should probably look at the image view, which I guess I already did. So how do we use this? Here's an example. Package com Facebook React views image will import it. Why not? Okay, so there's an example here of this. There's the UI manager, not the simple one. So yeah, this isn't very easy to read. Let's see if there are any. Whoa! Back. Okay. Example. Let's just look for this. Nope, same thing. Maybe this helps. So they are importing the whole thing here, so I might as well do that. Yeah, so this one is extending the simple view manager. And then start loading image URL. Image URL. So the start loading will take an image URL. So set source. Okay, so here's where we're actually setting a prop using... I actually don't know if I want to do that. Maybe. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. React prop source. Okay. So we're going to... The React prop is source, and then we're going to actually set source here underneath this, whatever you call this thing right there. So decorator basically. Set source, React image view. You'll get one from this setter, and then we're going to be getting a URI from there, and we're going to image start listener start loading URI. Okay, what's the image start listener? It's right up here. It's like it's a private listener. It's a variable basically in this class, and that listener will have a start loading, but I don't think we really need to. Let's see here, new image, start listener, start loading, start downloading this. Okay. React image view. How come I can't get the rest of this? New image view, context. Is this, am I just, look at this, draw E instead of R, drawer controller. Is this a real thing? Draw, oh, draw E. Like drawing, but like the controller that is drawing. That's confusing. I thought it was a misspelling. Okay, so wow. Okay, so we're creating a new image view, and so right up here basically is the same line of code. We need to make that draw E. I'm actually gonna make this a little bigger. Let's go 19. All right, and then I'm going to actually try to make this whole thing a little bigger. Okay, so so we are creating a view instance. We have this. Now we need to start loading that URI, and start downloading is a stop. Start downloading creates a new thread right here. Okay, we're just going to do that directly here. New thread, and then when it's run, we will get the URL from this URI here. So we're going to create a new URL. URL there, it's a type URL. URL equals new URL, URI. Nice. Okay, so then final bitmap is bitmap factory decode stream URL open connection get input stream set image for the BMP. The handler, what's the handler? What is the handler? Why don't I just put this somewhere where I can actually like look at it here. Open up VS Code. Ski Diddy 93. Welcome back. A stream regular by now. All right, so let's go ahead and set this to Java. Looks like it's already detected. And then now we can actually, sorry, go away. Okay, so now we can actually look at this without it jumping all over. All right, cool. So where is handler? Where's handler coming from? Oh, it's right up here. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so that's part of the no it isn't. Hold on. Handler. Start downloading. So where's the handler coming from? Here. Final handler equals new handler. Okay, so we need to bring that down if we're doing this directly here. Maybe up here. Okay, so we have a handler. I don't know what the handler does. We're gonna find out. So it starts downloading, and we do need the React image view as well, which is right here. So that would be that. So set image to this BMP, this bitmap, with handler. Okay, what's the set image thing? Set images here. Handler post new runnable override run set image bitmap. Why is this different? And why does it need to be in its own method? I don't think we need the handler. Handler post. Does anybody know what the handler is? How's it going? It's going pretty good, but we're biting off a little bit of a tougher thing here. So Android process message and runnable objects associated with a thread's message queue. Each handler is associated with a single thread, and that thread's message queue, when you create a new handler, is bound to a looper. Schedule messages and runnables to be at some point in the future, and then queue an action performed at a different thread than your own. If I don't need the handler, then that means I can just set the image bitmap directly on this thread. There's probably a reason for doing it the way they did it, but let's get rid of the handler entirely. Let's do view set image bitmap to the BMP that we're now creating. Okay, this feels a little bit better. And then we're gonna go browser manager there. So, okay, so we do now have the source. We can actually set the source. It's feeling better here. I think some of this stuff probably needs to be what's this? 4.1 or newer? Android support plugin for IntelliJ ID. Well, we're gonna have to come back to that. All right, so yeah, see here, editing and debugging will not work properly. I don't know what it's doing. That probably has something to do with the Gradle thing that we enabled earlier on. So here's the deal. We've made it that far. Let's go back here. Yeah, we created that. Okay, so expose view property setters. React prop. Setter method should take a view to be updated as first argument. We did that. That is right here. So we took this view right there, React image view. And a property value is the second. Should be void public. I think we did that. Yeah, public void. And then default boolean, default int, default float. So we have the name. I think we're good on that. Okay, so prop group if we want to do that. So we have the name, source, view, set source, sources. It's an array of sources. Border radius. You set the border radius. Now this is kind of interesting. Said set source to sources, and it's a readable array of sources. So in this case, it is taking multiple. Set source though, can we seriously just do set source instead of all this stuff? That actually would be much better than that. I'm gonna comment that out. And no, not all of it. I'm going to comment out this thread that we did and instead try to do this the easy way. View.set P3 number 1. Thanks for the follow. Why am I not getting any intel? I guess it's because of this right here. So we're gonna have to figure out why this is failing. Why is this failing? This version of Android support plugin for IntelliJ or cannot open this project. Please retry with version 4.1 or newer. Okay, so how do we update that? Android build Gradle to that. So about current build Gradle. Oh, I have an older version. That's why. Okay, so 353, and then I just have to go to my build Gradle, I guess. And what does it say? 4. Oh, it. Do not tell me I need to update Android Studio. Because if that's the case, this is gonna kill us. Arctic Fox 2020 3.1. Yeah, oh no. Derek says array of sources to facilitate different image sizes. That's actually a very good guess. Oh no. We're gonna have to though. It says that we have to do, unless, okay, so they did say, maybe not in that build Gradle, it's in the other build Gradle. Oops. Yeah, right here. So you see there, so it's 3.5 3.5. Let's try 3.5.3 right there. Let's see if that helps. Like it might, if that works, that'd be really cool. Try again. Then I don't have to update right now. I should have updated earlier, but it is what it is. And updating right before a live stream sounds like a recipe for a world of hurt. Took about 20 minutes. What did you do though, Jetty? Did you do what I just did? Because I mean, like, maybe, but it seems like it's getting further than it did before. We'll let that go. Is it like lagging out, by the way? I'm gonna kill Slack. I'm gonna kill Slack here. Slack is, I think, yeah, full free. Okay. Oh, you just updated, Jetty? Okay, well, while that's happening, like, I don't know if this is how it will work. Look at this. It looks like it worked. Syncing, sync finished. Hey, it worked. Nice. Okay, so does that mean that, warning there. Does that mean that I now get set sort? Oh, it's indexing. Here, I know. Let's see here. I'm going to make Android Studio lower priority. Need a new M1. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so view set source URI. This is, I think every time I save, it's going to run that, but it was a lot faster this time. You notice that? 56 seconds. It's still indexing. I just stopped indexing. So let's see what happens if I go here and I go dot. What do I get? Set source. There it is. It's a readable array of sources. So they do want a bunch of sources. Do I do that? I guess. And then that means that this now needs to be readable array of sources. Okay. Cannot resolve symbol react prop. We're supposed to import it, aren't we? Can I tell it to there it is. Did I just edit? Command. So what I did was, yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. I did control period. So like right here, control period. No. Does not override method from its superclass. So why is this one saying it's not overriding a method from its superclass? do something wrong. Create view instance, that's override. I mean, I copied it right from there. Simple view manager. I believe this is all good. Like, I'm just going to copy it again and drop it in there because I think it's the same thing, right? Yeah, same thing. So I don't know why this thing is saying it's not a method from its superclass. Oh. Create view instance. Implement abstract method, create view instance, theme React context. So create view instance is right here. So we do that. Why are you complaining? Do I dare hit save? I'm gonna hit save. Oh, and this needs to be updated. So control period, or is it space? Control space, that's what I meant. Okay, so need to import that. Themed React control space, import that. All these things are dropping in there. React application context, import that. Any other reds? I don't see any other reds. So I can move that down now. I can move this over. Okay. So let's see. React browser view. Typo in word browser. Thank you very much. All right, cool. Okay, I think yeah, that all went away. So I think we're actually in good shape here now that I hit save. All right, cool. So register the view manager. So now we have to, I think, is that the next thing? Yeah, so I have to go to the create view managers in the application. Where is that? How do I? Okay. Oops. This needs to move. Okay. View managers. Let's look at the example that we got. There was a create view manager. It's not in there. Okay. Register the view manager. The final Java step is to register the view manager to the application. This happens in a similar way to native modules. We may have to just open that. Via the application's package member function, create view managers. So if I go to, no, I'm in the wrong. If I go here, we have the main activity. Can I just search the whole thing? Create view managers. I mean, that's not it. Async storage. So it's in the ones that implement the React package thing. So like application. I'm not sure where to do this. They really need to be more specific there, but let's go to the native modules here. Application package member function. Okay, so let's go look at this custom native module file. There's the module, there's the name. register the module. It must be registered with React. In order to do so, you need to add your native module to a React package and register the React package with React Native. During initialization, React Native will loop over all packages, and for each React package, register each native module within. It invokes the method create native modules on a React package in order to get the list of native modules to register. For Android, if a module is not instantiated and returned in create native modules, and not be available from JavaScript. So to add your native module to React package, first create a new Java class named myapppackage.java that implements React package. Okay, this makes more sense. So what we need to do is, so we have the React browser manager here, and what I need here is I need to go here, say new package, and this is going to be native integration package. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Hit OK. Wait, what? Why did that make a folder? Delete. Let's try this again. I'm just gonna make a file. New file, native integration package.java. Okay, there it is. And it's been a while since I came back to React Native. Was really hoping turbo modules would be a common thing by now. Yeah, UT Karsh Deeks, Java class, not file. I mean, does that matter? It does. It really does, doesn't it? I'm going to delete this. Yeah, I can tell it's not the same as the others. Just delete this. All right, so new Java class. And let's try this again. So this is native integration package. The kind is going to be a class, I guess. Superclass is React package, I believe. And then interfaces, does it need any interfaces? It doesn't seem like it. It just implements React package. Is it public? Yes, it is public. You can see right there, public class. And not a valid class. Source view of Android Studio by clicking on Android in the top left, so you don't have all the annoying packages there. Thank you. ISICF. ISIC? You are awesome. Now why is this thing not letting me, not a valid class? React package. I mean, it doesn't seem like that should be. No, okay. So we're implementing that? Yeah, that's what it is, because it's implements. That's what we're doing. We're implementing this package. Okay, let's hit OK on that and see what happens. Thanks for the follow, LQ Holmes. Appreciate you coming along with us. Okay, so let me do this. Change the source view of Android Studio by clicking on Android in the top left. Not project. Just Android? Let me know, Isaac, what I'm supposed to be choosing here, because project source files. What is all this? I mean, I can see what I need to see, right? So that's fine, but native integration package. All right, sweet. So we now have our React package. Now we have to implement a couple of methods. I'm just going to copy these in. We need the view manager. Do our control space. Is it unimodules? It's not unimodules. I'll just bring these in. Why not? Okay, so I don't need it twice there. Okay, and I do still need the list and the array list and the collections, all that stuff. All right, those utilities. Okay. So we have an empty list for view managers, and then native modules we have bringing in the context, and then we have any new modules there. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do that, I guess. And then here we're going to go back to our original tab, and we have create view managers right here. And now we can take this and replace that. So no, we need both, I think. Arrays. React image manager. Let's it would actually be React browser manager. And we're going to pass in the React context. I think this is available because we're still in the package native integration, so we don't have to import that. It knows about React browser manager, which is in the same, if I go to the top, the same package. So they know about each other. I don't have to go do that. You say project, okay. Why does it look so funky? I mean, it's kind of the same, right? It looks fine. Source, main, Java, and there we are, back to where we need to be. All right, cool, thank you. Okay, so what we've done is we've instantiated a new React browser manager. We pass in the React context, which is given to us. We return it as a list. Apologies again for my cold. And then that should register it with React Native. Okay, so with that in mind, now let's look at the next thing here. Now we need to implement the JavaScript module. So we need this in image view.js. Let's go to here. And we're going to go to, I'm going to create a new folder just called native components. All right. And then I'm going to create a folder or a file. Yeah, let's just create a file. We're going to call this browser.tsx. I don't know if it's TS or TSX. Do we have any? Actually, no, this it won't have any JSX in it, but that's okay. So we're requiring import required native component from React Native. So this is sort of the magic that connects it all up. And then we are documenting our view. So this would need to be RCT browser view. Okay. And we do have a source. We do not have border radius and resize mode. I'm actually curious how that, I'm going to leave that actually right now, even though this is wrong right there. So we're exporting require native component. Question. Oh yeah, we can do a generic here. So like we could do, let's see, require native component. Okay, so we could probably do a generic here. So I could, I'm not going to do that right now. That would be, I actually do want to, I want to explore that and see like how we can come up with the right thing there. So we have browser, okay. And then custom event happening, you should wrap the native component in another React component in the my custom view example below. Okay, we will be doing that. Let's see if we can even use this thing though. Let's start off with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to welcome you. Welcome screen, I should say. We're going to import. Why is it module exports instead of like export default? Well, we'll go with that. So import Browser view from native components Browser. Okay. No default export. That's why I was curious why this is. Maybe we do something like maybe we do something like const Browser view equals and we could just export it. Okay, and then I can grab it at the top here. Oops. What am I working on today? Dead Slap says. So I am working on implementing. This is a good time for a reset. So in this Java app here, React Native Java app, I have this image, Bowser, and this is a picture of Bowser, like from Mario. And we're going to replace this image here with an image of Bowser in a native, like Java, not JavaScript, Java component. Get back into React Native, and then just so right now I've hooked up a whole bunch of stuff, and at the end of all of that, now I'm like, okay, does this work? Like, I have no idea. Let's give it a shot. So this Bowser view here, we have our header. We have, where's Bowser anyway? New app, almost ready for launch. It's right here. Okay, yep. So this is going to be off, and I'm going to say Bowser view. And remember, source equals, and then I'm going to do Bowser logo. Now, source any property source does not exist. Okay, well, I think I need to rebuild. Yeah, RCT Bowser view is not found in the UI manager. That means I probably need to rebuild. Now, should I be running it from here? Probably. Let's try it. Thanks, Dead Slap. This might get a little herky-jerky. Gonna do my best here. So we're building right now, is what's happening. And then I think it'll pop up in a Nexus, which I don't actually know if this is that Nexus. If not, then I'll open another. Oh, no, cancel. I clicked wrong thing. Okay, so it's running a build. I'm hopeful that this will work. RT Bowser view is not found by manager. We may have to retag. I don't think so. We may have to. So we'll watch this for now. And while that's happening, I'm gonna go renice again. Let's see here. I didn't do that. Okay, so Nope, nope. There we go. Okay, so this still has like red. Yeah, I know, Derek. Not sure what to do about that. I don't know, Isaac. I don't know. I'm trying to like add the priorities where they're supposed to be, but I have no idea. Are we missing anything here? Readable array sources. Oh, the method itself is not used. Okay, true. Okay, well, we'll just see what happens. I'm just gonna put this in chat. Build completed successfully. And it appears that it is installed now. It's bundling. Is the stream better now that it's not compiling anymore? Awesome, Derek. Thank you. RCT Bowser view is not found in the UI manager. It's possible that I need to like restart my packager as well. So I'm going to do this and then go over here, reloading the app. Okay, reloading now. Yeah, okay, so RCT Bowser view is not found in the UI manager. We did something wrong, so let's keep looking and we have React Browser Manager. Did we need to add this anywhere else? Ah. Aha. Here it is, right here. So you have to, in get packages, you have to add your own specific, like, these packages, right? So get packages, and then I need to add, why? Packages add, and then this is going to be native integration package. All right, so we're gonna instantiate the native integration package that we made right over here, and then add it to our list of packages, which will then be added all in, and it includes the unimodules and whatnot, and then it returns that. So when I hit save on this, will this automatically rebuild? It doesn't appear so. I'm going to run this again. Let's see here. Apply changes and restart activity. Can I just do that? So, probably slows everything down again. I wonder if I can do Gradle too. I wonder if I can re-nice Gradle. Like if I need to make Gradle nicer too. Okay. Okay, applied changes and it's still saying that it's not found. Which may mean I need to restart the packager as well. And reload. Why are you not reloading? How do I make this thing reload? R is not working. Dismiss. Did you rebuild? I thought I did. Let's just do this again. Let's just do this again. And I did restart the package. So we'll see what happens. CPU spiking again. Okay. Command M, that's right. Well, I'm not going to mess with it right now. Command M is the good time to smile for a photo. Yes, thank you. Install successfully finished. Okay, it's rebundling here. Thank you, Gant. Okay. Okay, we got further. A double cannot be cast to a readable array. Okay, so that is a JavaScript issue, probably. Question that I have now, as a tractor drives by, Kubota. Like, I'm curious. Well, I should probably just go look at the way that they're using it. Problem is, I don't think they actually give an example of how they use it, do they? RCT my custom view. Yeah, so they're like, yeah, I don't know. Excuse me. This documentation could be better. It really could. Cause like, you know, let's go look at this other example. That's not it. That's not it. Some pre-stream stuff that I was playing with here. That's not it. That's not it. This is close. Okay, so add to the view managers, which we did. Add to the main application, which we did. Image view, require native component. The interface. Oh, I see. Interesting. So you like provide the name and the interface, including prop types. But we could also do this stuff with like prop type string. course, this one was kind of loading it differently. Okay. We could come back to this one. I guess I understand a little bit more about how that works. Running. Why is this thing stopped here? It's just, okay, Command M, reload. Okay. So what we're doing right now is, okay, yeah. Error while updating property source of a view managed by that null. Java lang double cannot be cast to readable native map. Okay, let's see if we can just do string. Why is it a double though? I don't get why that's a double. Let's go back to React Browser Manager, and then we have source. And that's sources. So set source. Okay, well, let's look at React Image View. Set source. You can set a bitmap source. This might not be it. Set a URL instead of a bitmap. This is the Fresco thing. My CPU is pretty high right now. Not really sure why. It's up at like 56%, somewhere in there. Simple draw a view to display images. Set image URI. Okay. Well, maybe what I could do is just use Fresco to do this, which is right here. Excuse me. So it is already using Fresco. So this set source, I would imagine we could just pass. Could we just pass? Let's look at this. Set image URI. But that's like, is that deprecated? That is deprecated. So could create a URI, but it looks like the way they want to do this is a bunch of this other stuff here. So set image bitmap. All right, why not? You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's do it the other way here. So let's move this back to a string of some sort, or no, a URI. Okay. And then we have to create a new URL, bitmap factory. So I need to import that, import that, and that. Wait, set image bit. Oh, that's also deprecated. Look at that. So if that's also deprecated, then this isn't any better. And I'm just going to back that out. And maybe we can just pass in the URI. I mean, that would be cool. I mean, I know it's deprecated, but maybe we can. Okay. So Android net URI instead of Java net URI. So Android there. Don't need the readable array anymore. Wait, what? Android net URI. So this probably has to be URI like lowercase. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I don't know. I'm gonna kill the stream again by running the app, but let's try it. Yeah, so this is more work than it should be. And the documentation isn't as good as it should be. I mean, I'm an hour and 20 minutes into this and I haven't got an image to show up. And it just could be me, you know, like I'm kind of a dumb guy apparently, but says then the iOS. I actually started with Android because it's harder. Supposedly. How's the prop source mapping to the parameter URI? That's a very good point. That's a very good question. So let's go back here for a second. I actually still feel like this is probably the way to go. I just don't understand how you get a readable array. Do they explain this? I feel like they're not really explaining this. You know? Like, how do you use that readable array? Do they have an example app that I could go look at that runs? I could just do a string, of course. So do a string URL, and then I say URI equals new URI. It's probably not going to let me, is it? URI is abstract, cannot be instantiated. Set default source. What is set default source? So let's see here. What is this anyway? This is a React image view. Be nice if some of this stuff had they had like actual documentation, right? Oh, I see. Default source would be default source. This is like the built-in one. This is again JavaScript here. This isn't really Java. Yeah, that's not going to give me much. That's not what I want. Okay. So, after all of this, I'm really not any closer. I know a lot of things that don't work. So if we went back to the readable array and just tried to figure out how that readable array is translated. I think we're in better shape there. So set source. And then from there, we need to figure out in the app itself how to properly set the source here. And it obviously is not just like passing in the Bowser logo. Your prop name is React. Props has to be the parameter name. Not sure what you mean by that. Right here is source. So we are getting source from there. I mean, could I just give it a URL here? That would be weird. Let's find a image somewhere. Fresco. Okay, copy image address here. Okay, there's a logo. Yeah, and I know that thing doesn't like it, but let's run it. The parameter sources. Yeah, I don't think that matters. I think it'll you could name I can name this Jamon. I can name this Isaac. I can name it anything you want. We're calling it sources. And I'll show you. They call it sources as well. And source right there. And then set sources. What they don't do is show how to use this. So like, I mean, they kind of do because they show source string right there, and maybe that's readable array. Like maybe that's what that needs. I don't know. Like just a string or just, yeah, just like a URL. And it's possible that this won't work, but if we did like a local URL, that would work. Like a file. They have nullable there. True, they do have nullable there, and I don't know if I added that. It's nullable, like so. Is that right? Yeah, just like that. Okay. So I believe it's trying here. String cannot be cast to readable array. Yeah, it doesn't like that. I don't think the nullable has anything to do with it. I really don't. But, I mean, you know. Alright, so obviously they're just doing like a source like that doesn't work. And the same with Bowser logo. I can't just pass that in. Because it should tell me that it's getting like a float or something. Okay, well, So, where else? Like they spread in the props here. My custom view. But then they don't show how to use my custom view and they don't pass in source. So, all right. Well, I'm going to actually go and look at, this is native modules, Ryan's thing here. Whoops. I tried that, Derek. Or did I try that? Did I try that? Maybe I didn't. That's a good question. Try that. That's a good question. We'll see. String. But it is not a string. I'm gonna restart my packager. String cannot be cast to readable native map. Readable native map. Okay, so React image view. I just, it seems like As an array, expected a string. Yeah, I don't think that has anything to do with it. Readable native map. Is there anything with React? So, okay. Does anybody have any ideas here? Because I'm starting to run out of ideas. This is frustrating. If I go here, we have this React image view. I wish I knew more about it. Like, I guess we have the context. We have the draw-e controller builder thing. Let's see what else we have on this. I mean, set source. It'd be nice if I could just set the source, like set URI. Won't let me do that. Image URI is that's not, doesn't allow me to do that either. Draw-e. Okay, none of that makes sense to me. Map array passing as a key value object. Yeah, I mean, why don't they give me something more useful here? This is it's really weird. Okay, so let's step back into this for a second and let's not use maybe the React image view itself. What if I just did like an image? So, Android create image programmatically. Sure. Okay. Let's look at this. So image by code, set image resource. Okay, hold on. How about from URL? Like I want to set an image from URL for it. This is better. Yeah. So set image bitmap. Okay. But wasn't that view.set image bitmap? Yeah, see, it's deprecated. They don't even want you to use that. Squares Picasso. Okay, that's kind of cool. New URL, profile picture, set image bitmap. Okay, well we could try this. Bitmap factory. So URL should be this here, and then this should be, this is where we're going to go back to the string. Okay. Okay. So this is a URL string here. Or wait, no, that's just string like that. Yeah. And then new URL. Okay, and then bitmap factory. Can I import that? I can. Decode the string. new URL, open connection, exception. Line 121. Image props source. Why would the name not be... Why is it SRC instead of source? Oh, I know why. They're translating that on the JavaScript side. They're translating that on the JavaScript side. Because they don't export this directly. They export it through a JavaScript. Yeah. So wherever image is in React Native, go look at that and you'll see that they're translating it to source. This is close. This is close. It's feeling pretty good here. So new URL, malformed URL exception. Like what am I supposed to... So let's see. Photo URL string, which is URL equals new URL, and then so actually I think the reason that that's throwing up is because we need to rebuild. So we have this, and then this is the icon value, so the bitmap, and then we will drop that in, and then this should just be view. And yes, that is deprecated, but hopefully that works. Now I don't know why this thing is acting funny. Let me go back here and we're going to take this out. Oops. And just have the URL right there. And try running it. It may not work. Cannot resolve symbol BMP. Oh, and we do need this, actually. So that's in the manifest. So the manifest, the Android manifest here will... Actually, it may already have... Oh yeah, it's already in there. Okay, so it's the permissions that we want to use. So yeah, so I'm gonna open up that image source there, but like, and yes, there is source instead of SRC. But on the JavaScript side. Now this is really bogging down my computer, so hold on a second here. We gotta let this roll. But on the JavaScript side, they're taking that SRC and they're setting it, but from within like an intermediate JavaScript or React component. So if you look deeper into it, you'll find out that SRC is actually there. Okay, let this thing go. How's everybody doing? It's 2:41 p.m. on a Wednesday. We're hanging out, doing some code, beating our head against the wall. Awesome, Gant. You know, I wish, Jawsbreaker, I wish that my my cold would go away. It's been just hanging out. And I was like sneezing and feeling pretty rough. I mean, it possibly could be some allergies happening, but I really don't think that's what it is. Like I felt pretty rough. But I have a hockey game on Saturday, and I want to be ready to go. I need to pick up a rain protector for my keyboard. Yeah. But I have a hockey game on Saturday. Actually, I have 2 hockey games on Saturday. Thanks, Derek. Yeah, awesome. Like, the first hockey game is a league game, and it's pretty late. It's like 8 p.m. or something. I should go away pretty soon, get all that vitamin C. Yeah, that's a good idea, to be honest. And the thing is, like, after the first game, so I play on a team that is like a bunch of Finnish people. Well, Finnish Americans. Suomalainen Amerikalainens. And there's another team, the Russian team, Mother Russia. It's a great name. They've challenged us to a scrimmage. They actually hired referees, and we're gonna be like, after our league game, we're gonna wait around, and the Russian team's gonna come on, then we're gonna play them. So back to back, which will be exhausting. But hey, some good exercise. As long as my cold is gone. Finnish versus Russian. I've seen this before. Yeah, the Winter War, right? It's fun. I love playing against those guys. Love it. So, you know what's interesting here? This thing's still saying unhandled exception. But it compiled. Why? Why did this compile if it's claiming that? And it's like sitting here not doing anything. Refresh? Okay, there we go. Let's find some different music. String cannot be cast to readable array. I feel like it didn't save, you know? I feel like it didn't do what we wanted it to do. String is right here. Yeah, I get this thing is... some sort of a bitmap. So it is a bitmap. Decode string. I guess that. Is that going to help us? New URL. Open connection right here. What's this telling us? Yeah, another IO exception. It really doesn't like this. Why? I guess I could try doing this again. I think I saved it, didn't I? I saved it. React Browser Manager. I don't know. That'll be a fun game. Yeah, it will be. It's gonna be awesome. It's always fun to play. And not only that, but we have some guys coming in who don't normally play on our league. They're higher level league players, and we have a pile of on the Russian team. I know that there's some higher level league players. So the league play is gonna be like rec league. It's gonna be kind of like your normal, you know, beer league type of a play, but then it's gonna ramp up, and the second game is gonna be Much, much more intense. Malformed URL must be caught or declared to be thrown. Okay, so it really doesn't like this URL. Whatever we're doing here, we're doing something wrong. How to load an image. Download image. That's not... Do I need to do like URI.parse maybe? No, that's a URI, not a URL. Yeah, okay, so Picasso, we could do that. All right. Well, I can say very emphatically that this isn't working very well. Let me go to the React Native source and let's go look at I forget where's the app for, it's like tester. Where's tester? RN tester, there it is, packages. So if I go to packages right here, starting to sneeze more. So RN testers right here. Let's see. I'm curious if they have any examples of like Android app, main. Turbo modules. Yeah, they don't really have any examples in here in the RN tester. Okay, so what if you just try to get the image to load by passing a string directly to the new URL rather than passing it about? Ooh, I like the way you think there. Let's do that. That is a fantastic idea. That is a fantastic idea. So this, what does it say? Spec. Okay, interesting. Maybe there's like URL. No, it is new URL, but look at that. It is still complaining to us that this is an unhandled, malformed. Right, just get the image to load. I like it. That's a very, very good idea. In fact, we could. I like how you think here. So I could say React image view my view equals that, and then do all this stuff and say my view, and then return my view there. So URL no. Okay. So open connection, malformed URL exception. Am I using the wrong Java like URL here? It's possible that I am. Does it expect an object? Maybe? But see, this is a string right here. Curly's around the spec. Yeah, yeah. Do I need to try catch? Well, it shouldn't be doing an exception whatsoever, right? Or is it saying that in order to do this, we have to have a try catch? I actually don't know. Is this the same format as JavaScript? Okay, so we're not gonna worry about this, I guess. Yeah, I guess we could just put this in here. Oh, are you kidding me? Maybe. Unhandled. No, no, it's still malformed. Okay, how do I do this? Java try catch syntax. Let's look at that. W3 schools. The exception class name. So the one that we're worried about is the Java net, or the malformed, what is it? Malformed URL exception. That one. And then we're just going to do that. And IO exception. How do I catch either of those? Java try catch two errors. What does URL expect? What type? I don't know. That's a good question. Oh, so you just put that or that. Okay, that makes sense. So, and what is it? Java IO exception. Oh, so I can do either of those with just IO exception. So what Java's trying to do here is tell us, hey, there's a possibility that this is not a correct URL. And if that's the case, then, okay, URL, new URL. Yeah, simple string. A spec is just the name of the variable, the argument, Derek. And we have to handle that exception. Because if you don't, basically there's a potential problem there. Yeah. But this idea of just using a string directly is brilliant. Because if this works, then we know that we can move this over here. So we're gonna let that roll. Oh, by the way, this is... I should probably put that back in, to be honest. But I don't need the source right now because it's not... The okay. I think kind of getting slow. I don't know if the stream. Oh, 100% CPU. Wow. Yeah, 100%. It's showing 100% right now. I should probably open my activity monitor. Okay, so maybe it's dropping now. So this is done. Is this loading? Okay, loading it now. Streaming's okay? Good. Well, maybe I have to kill my packager, start it again. Okay, we'll try reloading. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to do, so it's 3 o'clock. I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer, but I'm gonna need to do this again. I might do it Friday morning, resume where I was, and try to get this to work. Exception and native call from JS. So we did get an exception. Can I like log it here? What is how do I log? Just log dot. Log dot v with a tag. I see. So log dot v exception, or let's see here, Bowser, yeah, E. Do we have to do like E dot get localized message? Yeah, okay, sure. Why not? So that means I have to rebuild again. Serves me right. What I should be, yeah, logcat time. Exactly. Although I assume we can see it here somewhere. Yeah, right there, logcat. Perfect. Wow, that's a lot of errors. Yeah. When everything's an error, is anything? %, CPU again. Should probably kill some of this stuff here. Yeah, you see the tag right there? That's just telling you like, hey, this is your tag. You don't have to type that out. Okay, Gradle build finished. And is it loading? Still 100% CPU. It's dropping 98. Downloading. Okay, so loading it up here. We should at least see the error pop up. Could not find generated setter. Yeah, it's probably because I saved this too late. Exception in native call. Okay. 41. Right here. And 22. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it's not giving us any more information than we already had. Other than this, could not find generated setter. But I mean it's here, but maybe I needed to restart this or something. But now we're calling main thread. That's very possibly the problem. Yeah, that very well could be the issue. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. That's what it is. Network call. So we did have an example. Let's see if I can go find it. Of we could run it on a different thread. Interestingly, they set the image bitmap using this handler. So the handler started in this thread and then okay. So to do this, I mean all this stuff, if we're using set image bitmap anyway, we could just use all this crap right here. Like all of it. And I'm kind of on board with that right now. Like, let's give it a try. It's a little funky, but so there's image start. We need the, let's see. We need to put all this stuff up here. So we don't need that. What is this complaining about? mcolor context is already... Oh, it's up there. I see. And private... Oh, I need a semicolon. I think. Oh, wait, what? Nullable. Oh, it's supposed to be like that, I think. But I don't need that because I already have the mcolor context. So I'm going to image start listener. So I need to figure out what that is. What is the image start listener? Oh, that's this interface right here. Okay, so we'll grab that as well. So this is all like, I don't know, like I'm not a huge fan of this approach, but obviously what I'm doing isn't working. So let's see, Android OS. Okay. So we have that, and then we have to go back to here, go to our welcome screen. Yikes. And drop this in. Right there. Okay. And I will restart this. Why is the CPU just blasting right now? Like it shouldn't be, I don't think. Make sure that all runners are stopped. We're not trying to run tests. So the Brave, I've got some problem with this. So Brave is being weird. My browser. I'm just gonna kill it. Entirely. And then I can bring it back. So that's gone. Twitch is necessary. Okay. So I'll bring that back in a bit, but let's see. Yeah, that was it. Now it's down to like 60%. What do you use for the clipboard history? I'm using an app called Paste, which is awesome. The biggest issue with Paste is that you do have to pay for it every year. It's a subscription, but it's such a beautiful piece of software that I have no problem doing that. But I understand there's other options out there if you don't want to pay for it. But I'm a big fan of Paste. I love it. It's awesome. I just hit Control Command V, and then I can just left, right, enter to kind of like paste something in. Which is really fun. It's really cool. So, okay, so we're gonna run this. I'm also going to yarn start again. Yeah, it is super cool. It's been an absolute game changer for my workflow. I'm a big fan of Paste. I just feel like when I'm on a computer that doesn't have it, I feel like I have one hand tied behind my back. And like I didn't have to go find that URL, you know, it was just right there in my history. I just had to go back to it and yeah. It also works with like 1Password, so it won't like if I copy a password, it's not going to drop it into my history and then show you all. Okay, so we're loading now. So I mean, this should, I would assume, work because we're passing in the image URL as a string. Actually, I don't know why these are final. I don't know why it says final. Maybe it just says, you know, like don't modify this, I guess. Is that sort of like const? Immutable? I don't know what that is. You Java people are going to have to educate me. Hey! It at least loaded. Didn't die. I don't see an image, but let's go to the JavaScript side of things here. And let's give it a style. Bowser. So let's do that. It's refreshing. Hey! What? Look! It actually is showing up. So this whole time that we were fighting all that, if I had just copied the original thing that I had and dropped it in there, I'm not saying that I have to learn the hard way all the time. I'm not saying that. It just seems to be how it works out. Always. Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. So we have a different image that shows up. It actually looks really cool. So this is happening on the. In fact, I'm going to take this source out of here. Whoops. As Derek originally said, you know, let's put this on the native side. I'm actually a fan of that. And what we're going to do here is we're going to put this in as that. Whoops, don't want those. We're not going to give it a URL. And when I do start downloading, excuse me, don't want this URL. And start downloading this thing right here is not going to have a URL because we're providing the URL, you know. In fact, we could put the URL up here, so it could be like private string URL equals, and then we put in here right, and then I could just just grab URL. So right here, I just put the URL in there. Oh wait, that needs to be probably like logo URL or something like that. Let's call it your logo URL so it doesn't collide there. Okay, cool. So we're actually going to see if this works first. Make sure that this works. And the way that I'm going to make sure that it works is I'm going to, well, first off, I need to open up Brave again, apparently. Until a bit up here. No. Okay, I'm having trouble here. Hold on a second. Hold on. Excuse me. So let's see. I'm gonna bring this over here, and then what was it for again? Oh, I was just gonna grab like some other random. Let's just grab like this image URL address here. So, and so I know that it's actually working. And the reason I'm doing that, oh, that's an SVG. That's not gonna work, is it? I highly doubt that will work. React Native. Actually, React Native Radio has a cool logo. Wow, this thing is just so slow when I have it open. I think I need to just get rid of a lot of these. Here. Close tabs to the right. There. Yeah, I know, Derek. It's Brave. React Native Radio. Which, by the way, we just released a new episode, React Native Radio 209. Favorite third-party React Native libraries. It's actually a really good one. So, let's see here. Do we have an image of where's our React Native Radio? Well, on I'll get this eventually. Sorry. React Native RDIO. Let me grab the profile picture. Okay, copy image address. Perfect. So we're going to drop in the React Native Radio JPEG, and then let's rebuild. Give it a shot. All right. So this should show up as React Native Radio if everything is working how it should. Need to drop, have a podcast to listen to. I appreciate you attending both. I do. And hey, thanks for all the help, by the way, Isaac. I really appreciate it. You gave me all kinds of great help, including that call for the, adding a style to it and the network call in the main thread, all that stuff. That's all good. That's all good info. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you coming in from, was it Brazil? Are you the one from Brazil? Sorry, it's a little ways back here. Kind of scrolling back. I can't find it, but found a great way to pass time between squat sets. Yeah, I need to be doing. Oh, you're in the. Someone else was from Brazil. I need to be doing some squats myself. Haven't really been doing it since I've been not feeling so good. If I get in some squats on tomorrow, I don't know. I might wait until after I play my doubleheader on Saturday. So, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Now that we actually have something rolling here, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to, of course, test this, make sure that it is still working, and then I'm going to add a little additional functionality, something pretty straightforward. I'm not going to go too kind of. I'm gonna make this I'm gonna put like an on click or something like that, with maybe just an alert. I don't know. Downloading. And yeah, anytime I have Brave open, it's just like, is one of these things like Bitcoin mining or something stupid? Maybe what I should be doing is having just like Safari open, which uses a lot less than Chrome, or go with Firefox or something. Actually, what I need is a new computer. This is a 2019. It's not that old, but yep, there it is. Sweet. There it is. Okay, so let's do an on click. So here's what we want to do. On click or on press, I guess. And we're gonna actually call it with a string, and then we'll say alert.alert in a string. All right. So, do we have alert in here, by the way? Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. So, because of that, the on press. Okay, so what we need to do now is implement that. Let's go back to our view manager here, and we are going to. We have this like set image here. Sorry, yeah, we have like our React prop here. What we want to do now is go down to this event thing here. So on receive native event. So okay, let's look at it. So pinch zooms or panning when the native event occurs, the native code should issue the event to the JavaScript representation of the view. And the two views are linked with the value returned from the getID method, which is, well, getName is right here, but we need a getID, I guess. So on receive native event, okay, well, we can maybe just drop this in. So writable map and arguments. React context. Got to import all this stuff. Get context. I don't think we need that because we have the context in the mcaller context. So we can just use that. RCT event emitter, receive event, get ID, so map the top change event to the on change callback. I don't get this. I don't understand this. Simpler API. On change, native event. Props on change message, and it calls it. Okay, this needs work. This, yeah. Okay, so I guess what I really need to do is set up a listener. This is like creating its own event and stuff like that. I don't really care about that. So G Boney, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. What we're doing right now, by the way, if you just tuned in, is we are working on displaying an image in native code, which we did in Java, in a React Native app, which we did. Now I'm looking at doing a listener for like a click event. So here's the deal. What we need to do is look at, let's see here, image start listener is after we set the oh, we don't set the source anymore. That needs to go away. We're not setting the source. Image start listener equals new image start listener, which is this one right here. Where are we getting that from, by the way? Image start listener. It's just an interface. And then oh, I see. And then it actually overrides and provides the start loading. So image start listener, and then so this is creating the view instance, and then start downloading, start loading. Where is start loading even being called? Set image is that's final. I don't know where this is all coming from. I don't know how this is coming together, but it's somehow working. Of course, it's probably working because I don't know. It is working. So now the question is, how do I set up that on press? And I feel like this events thing here is rather not. It's really not all that useful. So if I instead just maybe make a prop, like if I went with a prop here, just a regular prop. So if I went, okay, so we have like this override, create view instance, start downloading. Actually, the one I just deleted, this one right here. So if instead of that I said on press, right? Set on press. Now I need to be able to like pass through an actual event here. So let me look. This is what I don't understand. React context get JS module. Get exported custom bubbling event type constants. Wow. Wow. Okay, so this means that what we need to do is provide that method in your view manager. So this, we're in the view manager right now. We need to, right here, this is getting messier and messier. Java, map builder. Okay. The key is not top change. The key is pressed, I guess. Phased registration names. Bubbled on change. This makes no sense to me, but you know, I'm just gonna keep going with this on press. Okay, so we have that. The raw event, which we process in the wrapper component. So we get, if this props on change message. That's an underscore on change. I don't get how they're hooking up the underscore on change. Right here. Oh, it's right there. On change equals this on change. Okay, that makes sense. So this is what hooks it up right here. So on press is there. Okay. And then pressed is now this is where we push out that event. So okay, this makes sense to me now. I'll explain. Maybe. So on press, I don't want this right away here. So here's the deal. Where we're at right now is we've got an on press method. Sorry, we have an on press listener right here. It's a bubbled event that will bubble up. The key is pressed, so we are going to be using pressed right here. But this needs to happen, and I actually don't need this set on press here. This needs to happen in on received, so there's like this on received native event here. Public void. Work first, refactor later. Correct, Jetty. You get it. Public void on received native event. And this is where we would take that event, which is basically on received native press. We're going to be calling this. What is this get ID though? That's what I'm not sure about. The get ID method. Because they don't show a get ID method. There is no get ID method. So what is this? I also don't understand this React context right here, because there's no React context. Okay. Once again, the documentation is quite lacking. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so what we need to do here is mcaller context, I think. Okay, so so what we're doing is we're grabbing the JS module, and then we're telling it, hey, we just received an event. Now this bugs me. Like, why? Let's look at get ID in this whole thing here. It's the first time it's even mentioned. Extends view. Does view itself have a get ID? Oh. We have a view though. We have a view. So this create view instance right here. We do have a view. Okay, so if I go here, we start downloading, and then I'm going to right here. So we have React image view dot It's like an on press, right? So we need to figure out how to get the, so a React image, or any view really, Android view on press, and it should be like programmatic. On touch listener. Okay, let's go look at this. There's a set on touch listener, by the way. There it is. Okay, and then what we need is a new view on touch listener. And we'll go. Why is this thing? Sorry, 1 second here. Okay. So for some reason this is okay, so I probably just need it to be view. And I probably need import that. On touch listener. On touch view motion event. Which it does. So what am I missing? Does not override perform click. Set on touch listener, but does not override perform click. Okay. Logic handling the click actions should be ideally placed in view perform click, as some accessibility services invoke perform click when a click action should occur. So, motion event. I mean, I'm just going to make sure that all these come in so that we don't have. So there's like action down and where are these people that don't put curlies? I feel so awkward with this, with Android Studio. It's just so awkward. Like I feel like I have two left hands here. So there's a view, which is arg0. Which is my view, I guess. If my view get action is motion event action down. Then I need to implement perform click, I guess. Is that the problem here? I'm missing a curly. Okay. Okay, so now this is where we need to like send the event. And this is really not liking my get action. But there's a motion event right there. right? Motion event int. Okay. So, oh, I see. It is supposed to be arg1. Okay. So this is like the event itself. Event. Okay. So let's do that here. Now, why is this thing still complaining? Custom view React image view has set on touch listener called on it, but does not override perform click. Okay, so actually I need to like do override public void perform click. Excuse me. View perform click as some accessibility, but it's not used. I don't know. I don't know what to do there. On touch listener. I mean, if I did React image view here on touch listener, anonymous new can be replaced with lambda. Oh. Okay, I actually like this idea better. Okay, so could I just do a lambda here? Okay, so how do I do a Java lambda? Short block of code. What does it look like? What does it look like? Let's see. Here we go. Actually, you know what I want to do? Set on touch listener lambda. Yeah, so we were having this problem. So is this the... So let's see here. Override. This is overriding the on touch listener. This is all Kotlin though. So the view.perform click happens. I mean, I guess I just need to do that. But it says override it. Why is this so difficult? Java Android set on click listener lambda. Ah, so much better. Let's just do that. What does that look like? Set on click listener, and we can just do the view. Okay, this is so much better. right? What is it complaining about now? Okay, so set on touch listener. This is really a React image view here. And then I just have to make sure I go v.perform click, I guess. I don't know. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Well, we're almost 4 o'clock here. I guess I'll look just a little bit longer. Yeah, so there's like, it's as simple as that. Set on click listener, and you just do this lambda function. Yep. Okay, so this is where I would, technically drop all of this code here. So I don't know if it'll work, simply because let me get rid of that. Context received event, and then I can just do v.getID there. Yeah, there it is. Yep, v.getID. Good. And there's pressed. Okay. I don't know. Like, this warning might be like complaining overrides method in ontouch on view. Whatever. Yeah. No. Okay. I'm gonna try running this again, and we'll see if I did this right. So ideally, when this is done running, what will happen is when I click, it should send an alert. And it might be like object or something like that comes through because I'm just alerting it right there. It's not really a string that's coming back. It's probably an event. That's probably what this whole thing is here. Yeah, this writable map event. We're getting a message. We have my message in there. So we might want to like JSON and, like stringify it or something like that. But we're going to let this go, see if this works. And then at 4 o'clock, we'll shut this stream down. And I'm going to be streaming again, most likely on Friday. There's a possibility that we do a little bit of a family trip on Friday since school is starting next week. And this is our last weekend to do anything. So if that happens, then I won't be streaming on Friday. I'll let you all know on my Twitter feed. And I'll also update... Well, I'll let you know on the Twitter feed. Most likely, if I do, it'll be between 10 o'clock a.m. and noon on Pacific time. So you can come hang out with me if you want and see if I can get a little further in this. I could also possibly work on some open source. So, yeah. Incompatible bad return type in Lambda expression, missing return value. Really? So it doesn't like that at all. I find this very, very strange, like that they would make this so difficult. Thanks for the follow, Easy Roga. Appreciate it. You're the best. So new view on. We're kind of back where we started though. Like if I do this, it's on click. I mean, I'm literally doing. If it so React image view has set on touch listener, but does not override perform click. I don't really care though. What's the error? Like set on touch listener cannot be applied to Android view on touch. Oh, on touch listener. Is that what I was doing wrong the whole time? Java, Android. Yeah, I thought I did say Android, didn't I? Let's try on click. I don't think that is really what we want, but we go here. Whoa. I guess that makes sense. Like if I had on touch, then this should be on touch, right? However, is on click better? Let's try that. Let's try on click. Nope. Go right here. All right. On click listener and everything goes away. Just like that. Let's try it. CPU is 100% again. Which is fun. Let me look at activity monitor. Yeah, it's definitely that. Brave though, what the heck? I'm killing Brave. It doesn't seem to be doing what I want it to. I'm letting that go. Still executing tests. They're still building. Yeah, Safari's great. Really? Okay, there. Still running Gradle here. Waiting for it to reload. Once it pops up, if I can click on it and it shows an alert, I mean, we're really in business then, because we have an event going all the way through, which is that was kind of the point of this whole stream, was to try to get to that point. Okay. This thing loading. What's happening? I mean, it's possible it's this page that's causing all the problems. Even in Safari, maybe? If I quit Safari, what happens? Yeah, my CPU drops like crazy. Where's my image? Oh, I know what's going on. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Image start listener. I think I should just kick this off. Like, why would I bother messing with that listener at all? That's my opinion. Just immediately start downloading. We'll try it. Doesn't this look so awkward? Mapbuilder.builder put k pressed mapbuilder of k phased registration names mapbuilder of bubbled on press. Like, you could write that in JavaScript in like one line. Yeah, thanks a lot, Gant. Thanks for hanging out with us today. And we're just about done anyway, so good timing. I'm hopeful that we can get this to work, though. By the way, can I just click? Can I click? Can't click. I don't think that the click thing is going to work. We're going to have to do something with that on touch. In which case, you know, we'll do it Friday. Yeah, this documentation was awful. I mean, literally just awful. It was some of the worst documentation. I'm really sorry, React Native team, but that was really bad documentation there. That's something that I'm happy to maybe help with, maybe write a blog post about, that sort of thing. We can maybe update Ryan's old blog post, which I think that one was just for native modules. I don't think that actually did anything with an actual view like this, but this would be a good one. This would be a good one to do. All right, where are we at here? Load. Command M. What's going on here? There it is. Everything's just being a little slow. This thing is acting funky. Is it possible that by setting that start downloading right away that this is like... No, because it's creating a new thread and stuff. It does seem to be like just jamming it up. Okay, it's 4:02. Let's go ahead and call it. Thanks everybody for coming along with me in this React Native Live. This one was a tough one. This one had a lot of kind of, I don't know. It was like a tough one. So we are going to, I'm going to quit in the studio. I think that gave me advice on this one. Certainly at some point, Yeah, thanks for coming along, Jazzbreaker. Really appreciate it. Certainly at some point we're going to come back to this, either Friday or you know, the next Wednesday or something like that, and we'll keep hacking away at this. Suggestion for the next session: look at the native iOS version of this. Will it be any easier as the documentation? I agree, Derek. My assumption, and partially it's my, you know, better Objective C knowledge, because there's a lot in Java I don't know how to do. I think that we're going to make a lot more progress on it next time. But yeah, thanks for coming with, Derek. Really appreciate it. Thanks, Kate. I learned a lot. Like, there's a lot here. I also that it's maybe not as easy as I thought it would be, because I thought that it should be at least reasonable. It wasn't. It really wasn't even close to reasonable. It gave some ideas, but it wasn't like you couldn't just copy and paste it and it would work. It just didn't work at all. So, Jetty, thanks for coming along too. All right. Well, thanks a bunch, friends. Have a good rest of your week. If I am here on Friday, maybe see you then. And otherwise, I'll see you next week. Have a good one.